The discussion on the recent episode of Get Up tackles two significant NFL rumors, shedding light on potential moves that could shape the upcoming draft and the league's off-season. From an American perspective, this episode brings a mix of skepticism, intrigue, and a deeper exploration of how business decisions in sports go beyond the surface level. Shedeur Sanders playing Madden as the Cleveland Browns. Something or nothing? First, Shedeur Sanders, son of NFL legend and current Colorado coach Deion Sanders, playing Madden as the Cleveland Browns seems, at face value, like a trivial observation. However, Adam Schefter and the panel explore the possibility that this might be more than just a video game choice. As one of the top quarterback prospects, Sanders' decision to publicly mention the Browns raises eyebrows, especially since Cleveland holds a high draft pick and is in need of a new quarterback. From an American football fan's point of view, this is where the rumor mill starts to spin. The Browns have been a franchise historically associated with dysfunction, particularly at the quarterback position. The thought of Shedeur Sanders, whose father is heavily involved in shaping his NFL career, aligning with a franchise that has struggled to develop quarterbacks raises questions. Is this just a playful moment in Madden, or is it a subtle message that Shedeur would be open to joining Cleveland? The discussion emphasizes the dysfunctionality of the Browns, a team where many quarterbacks' careers have stalled. The panel suggests that Deion Sanders, who has publicly spoken about ensuring the best possible environment for his son, would likely steer Shedeur away from Cleveland's history of instability. Yet, the mere fact that Shedeur plays as the Browns in Madden does seem like something, a playful nod that could spark conversation but may not necessarily indicate any serious intention to end up there. Myles Garrett to the Washington Commanders, a realistic move? The second half of the discussion dives into the more serious topic of Myles Garrett, Cleveland's defensive star, potentially being traded to the Washington Commanders. Garrett has been vocal about his dissatisfaction with Cleveland, a team that has struggled to provide consistent success, especially given their lack of stability at the quarterback position. The panel contemplates the idea of the Commanders making a move to acquire Garrett, which could be a blockbuster deal in the off-season. This is where the conversation gets particularly interesting from a fan's point of view. Washington is a franchise on the rise, with a strong defense and recent success in building a competitive team. Adding Garrett, who is arguably one of the best defensive players in the NFL, would be a game-changer. The Commanders have the cap space and draft capital to make such a move, which makes the trade seem all the more plausible. What stands out here is how the Commanders, a team that not long ago was in a similar situation to Cleveland in terms of organizational dysfunction, have suddenly become an appealing destination. Washington's young quarterback, Jalen Daniels, has injected new energy into the franchise, and the panel notes that pairing a top-tier defensive player like Garrett with a rising star at quarterback could elevate the Commanders into serious contention. The trade makes sense on multiple levels. Washington needs more defensive playmakers, and Garrett would thrive in an environment with more stability and a clear path to success. The business of football and family decisions. At the heart of both discussions is the business side of football, where family involvement and long-term career prospects play a critical role. For Shedeur Sanders, his father's influence is key. Deion Sanders wants to ensure his son enters the NFL in a situation where he can thrive, and Cleveland's troubled past makes them a questionable destination, despite their need for a quarterback. The panel rightly points out that any decision made will involve strategic behind-the-scenes maneuvering, and Shedeur's choice of Cleveland in a video game is unlikely to dictate his real-world landing spot. Similarly, Garrett's potential move highlights how players with high value want to be part of winning franchises. Garrett, tired of Cleveland's constant struggles, could seek greener pastures, and Washington seems poised to make that happen. This potential trade underscores the Commanders' transformation from a franchise that was once a punchline to one that now exudes hope and optimism. Conclusion. Both rumors, while speculative, reflect the constant negotiations, power plays, and strategic decisions that drive the NFL off the field. For American football fans, these conversations aren't just about trades or draft picks. They're about long-term legacies, family influence, and the constant search for success. Whether it's Shedeur future or Myles Garrett's potential departure from Cleveland, these moves highlight the complex ecosystem that defines the modern NFL, where both family loyalty and team culture are critical in shaping careers.